Hello everyone, my name is Rabbi Paysach Krohn, and I'm just going to tell you about a Shidduch that was made years ago, because you never know what can happen when people are involved and interested in helping other people. Now this story happened to a young woman who I know very well. Her name, when she was single, was Dina Center, and she was a special nurse in the cardiac unit of Columbia Presbyterian Hospital. There was a little Hasidic boy, let's call him Mati, and she helped this child, and she treated him as if this little boy was her own child. And eventually the little boy had to be transferred to a hospital in New Jersey, the Children's Specialized Hospital in New Brunswick. And over there, of course, Mati's mother spent day and night with the child. It happened one time that one of the people from the Bika Cholim of Highland Park came to be Mavaka Chola, those people that were in the hospital. And she met Mati's mother. And Mati's mother and this woman became very, very friendly, as this woman would come, let's call her Mrs. Goldberg, and Mrs. Goldberg would come every Shabbos to visit Mati's mother and to spend some time with Mati. And one day, this woman from the Bika Cholim of Highland Park happened to mention that she has a son that's involved in Shidduchim. And she said to Mati's mother, you know, I got so many names. My boy learns in Yeshiva Chavetz Chaim in Kew Garden Hills. But we got names from different places. And, you know, we live in New Jersey. We don't know the New York boys that well. And we don't know the New York girls. And so I just want to share with you maybe some of the names that we got of certain girls, and perhaps, you know, you could help us if you know any of them. And she mentioned the name of two girls. One of them was Dina Center. And Mati's mother said, Dina Center? The one who was the nurse in Columbia Presbyterian? She said, yeah, how do you know? How do you know her? She said, what do you mean? This was Mati's nurse. And she is such a heilige person. She's such a special person. And she began telling her that the first time that she met Dina was when she saw how she was davening. She was davening in one of the private rooms, and that's where some of the parents of the children were able to gather. And she saw that Dina was in her hospital gown, and she was so impressed. And then she realized, of course, this was going to be the nurse for her son Mati. And sure enough, she read the Shidduch. And you know something? They got engaged. They got engaged. This boy Hanan from Yeshiva Chavetz Chaim. And I must tell you that when they got engaged, Dina's father called me and said, I want you to know, Rabbi Krohn, you were involved in the Shidduch. I said, me? I didn't even know Hanan. She said, no. Rabbi Center said, you always speak about a girl being willing to marry a boy that's younger than her, and a boy willing to go out with a girl that's older. And she's 2 years older than Hanan. And today, Baruch Hashem, they are parents of children. We all know that the Gemara in Bava Basra, Kuf Chaf Aleph, Amud Aleph tells us there was no day as a Yontif as Tu B'Av and Yom Kippur. Those were the days for Shidduchim. So please, join us at 12 o'clock on Sunday, July 25th. And you will be inspired by the many speakers. We'll say Tillim together, and Shidduchim will happen, as they have had happened in the last number of years. This is hard to believe, but over 500,000 people tuned in throughout the world last year, and many Shidduchim were indeed made.
On Sunday, July 25th, beginning at 12 p.m. New York time, and watch the mega live streamed event at tubaoftogether.com, which will feature many leading Gedolim, Rabbanim, and speakers. There will also be many musical performances. You can download the free Artsville Tehillim to be said on that day, and submit names for Tefillah for free in advance of Tu B'Av to the minion of Talmidei Chachamim, who will be davening in Amuka at the very same time. Plus, all names will be given to Rav Chaim Kanievsky Shlita for a bracha. Join Klal Yisrael, and let's make it Tu B'Av together.